as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. But today, two AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Miami Dolphins. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
Achane here. They stay on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 26. 48 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game.
A wet track like this, I don't know if it helps anybody, but it probably helps the offensive player running the ball more than the defense.
And while they're doing that, there's also the matter of focus, not letting the elements get in the way of still doing everything you're supposed to do. Although you do think to yourself, I've got to hold it a little bit tighter and be more careful with my footing.
He was careful, got a big run out of it. Down right around the 25. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to upload that.
It's not working
He
anymore.
was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throw caught by Achane. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Forced out to his left. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua finding his old Alabama teammate Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now a guy who played his high school ball at Miami Central, it's James Cook. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to find that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here's Allen to throw it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Allen now looks to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
Can't cover everybody.
First down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 20.
Keep getting these tryhards.
They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Cook up the gut. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Allen going to go on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the...
I'm not doing anything right, then.
First down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Here's Cook again. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Moore, the man in motion. Allen going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff and look to throw. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Allen.
They're all open.
And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3. Just get the ball right to the receiver.
It's the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step, like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Allen going to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
Here's Achane to start the drive. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Tua, the final shot before half. And his throw here is incomplete. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
That was my ball.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. To the air, Allen. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I'm getting frustrated.
Escape and scramble, a 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Now Allen. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the 1st time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Open man is Palmer. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to make it 4th down. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will stay at a 7-point game. Well, close game, 2nd half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far. And they come away with nothing.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
another Dolphins first down. First and 10.
On first down, back to Achane. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 9 from the 44. Tua going to throw. They set up the screen. Achane has it. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. They needed 2. They could only get 1. Fourth down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Up the middle, Achane. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
A 2-yard gain brings up second down.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up second and 7. He's going to get it again, just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
They're right here. All right, go ahead, go.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third down, goal to go from the 8. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
This is first and 10. Here's Allen. That's taken in by Knox. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Here's first down. Allen. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. Now Allen. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Dolphins will take over.
about 15 miles north of downtown Miami. This is Hard Rock Stadium.
Here we
in
go.
South Florida. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Miami Dolphins. We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. Off we go from South Florida. Here he is, Tyreek Hill back to return. At midfield. Look at him go. And he takes this all the way back for 6.
Clip that.
Opening kickoff of the afternoon turns into a touchdown. Bring a dream start to this one. The opening kickoff taken back all the way for the first points of the game.
Each one of these teams, Mike, they've spent the entire week discussing how can we get off to a fast start, but you don't get out to much of a faster start than returning the opening kickoff to the game. It's a dream start, as you said, and man, you just don't draw it up much better than that.
And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35. To the air is Prescott. It's into the hands of Jaden Blue. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that play. One first down. Pistol now for Prescott. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
He was looking for George Pickens there. And it's going to bring up a third down. Throw again, Dak.
It's a pick.
Ball incomplete.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Now Dak on 4th down. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game. They convert on 4th down.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game.
To the goal line and in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Blitzing is so broken.
Not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. Cowboys will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Tyreek now to return it. Now an opening has the 30. And
And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. A first carry here for Devon Achane. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and inches.
Once again, it's Achane. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
He's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of.
The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack.
That's
that should
great.
be the final play of this first quarter.
It's now 3rd down.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Here are 7s on the scoreboard. And we're back in South Florida after this. The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd and long ahead. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. This throw right side is caught by him. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. They'll try it now with Achane. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it. And they stuff him on 4th down.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
That's complete to Blue. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players.
All right, let's lock in,
No
dude.
different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here. The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 5. Prescott again. Moving to his left. He's
God damn it.
Schoonmaker. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. To the air again. Prescott work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it'll be 2nd down.
So while they fail to connect on this one, I don't really blame him for continuing to give his guy a shot in tight coverage. When you have someone as special as he is, you can't only throw him the ball when he's open. It's just not going to be enough opportunities. There's not going to be
Come
enough.
on!
Now and then, there is a calculated risk where even if it's not the ideal window or situation, you've got to give a guy like him as many chances at the ball as you can.
3rd and a yard. Again, Prescott to the air. This one caught at the 4.
I'm so bad.
He's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. That is caught, and he's close to the goal line but didn't get in. Good job to make sure he doesn't cross the plane, and now it's 3rd and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to...
It is brought in the end zone.
Fuck me, dude.
C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
Oftentimes, you can tell the decision about whether or not a team is going to go for it on 4th down based on what they do on 3rd down, and I think they knew they had an extra down in their back pocket. Try on 3rd and goal to go through the air, and even if you fail, you still got one more shot at it, and it results in a touchdown.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Play action. Tagovailoa on the move left. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it'll bring up 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Tua. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in balance.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now Miami going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. To the air again, Tagovailoa.
Oh my God.
That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Westbrook-Akine there, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into half. So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And he will have the first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Tua. He's got it at the 7. And And it's going to be first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
Dolphins, first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
So, one half in the books.
I just
Second half
fucking
coming up.
folded.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's
Oh my God.
on play action. Here's Dak. That's right side. He's got Ferguson. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Second down and 6 now from the 26. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Forced out wide. Back down the field for Lamb.
I hate this game.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big connection from Dak to CD. That gains an even 60 yards. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. To the left side, he's got Ferguson. And he'll get into the end zone. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Like we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's first and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about
This is
all.
fucking ridiculous.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that one.
Scrambling to his left. Taking off. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Tua, give it to Achane.
He just shoots across,
Get
dude.
back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to the line.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll come up here first and 10.
For a Miami Dolphin.
From the gun, here's Tua. Headed left, buying time. Sending it deep for Waddle. And he'll take it on in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive, because they've still got some work to do. Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
I need a stop, man. It's a safety.
And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. We'll be back up now to start this drive. of his own end zone. Prescott. This one is caught by Turpin. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Dumbass.
To the sideline and intercepted. Picked up by Ifansu Melifonwu.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike. The ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. As the Cowboys 4 yards
On the handoff, this is HM. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. Tua going to throw. Rolling to the left. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Tua Tagovailoa. Touchdown Miami. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Now Sanders onto the extra point. The kick is good. Important one as they take the lead here in the 4th quarter. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way.
Let's get another stop.
Taken in at the goal line. He'll come across the 20 and taken down.
Let's get another stop, chat.
1 yard line. First down, Prescott. Moving left. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with the lead here in the 4th quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
2nd down, Prescott. Oh, that swung out wide.
Thank you.
Intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
See you. Keep on grinding. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Oh, great. This fucking guy.
It's had many names, but only one NFL team over the years. We're at the home of the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. Today, a fun match.
This guy's the biggest cheese ball in Madden.
Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And we're underway at Hard Rock. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
This guy is such a cheese ball. I played him before.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achan. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's the dream scenario to any contest, and runs like that gets the ball rolling.
Only took him one play, partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. 1st down, and they go right back to it.
Gotta go inside there.
You can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
And Tagovailoa hits the turf, sliding down after picking up the 1st.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide of practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Tua off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. He's calling his own number again. And they bring him down around the 34.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
2nd and 1. Here's a screen for Achan. Racing down the left side. And he'll take this across.
Go Donald Trump.
Miami. The Dolphins start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. Devon Achan with the touchdown. Well, that right there, partner, that is
You're
not
talking
cheap.
Super Bowl because
He
we're
is a
the
steep underdog.
Miami
Exactly the type of start they
Dolphins.
needed. And gotta imagine being in their old building might be playing a part in it.
Yeah, and we know that home field advantage really benefits the defense.
Now let's go chase Lamar Jackson the whole game.
You want to light the fire and let those fans really let their voice be heard. Should benefit their defense immensely.
Sanders all set to send it away. On his own end zone, here we go. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
All right, let's chase Lamar. QB spy, contain. Where you
Ravens to the
going?
line now. 1st and 10.
QB spy, contain.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Last run only gained a yard.
QB
That means it's 2nd and 9.
spy. Contain. Shift the linebacker.
Running once more with Henry. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock.
Come on, try it again.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him,
try it again. Let's go. What's up, chat?
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
QB spy. Over the top, outside. I couldn't do the contain. Oh, man. Damn it.
And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield. So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this.
He's not rolling out so much.
Back at beginning of the second quarter. Ravens in possession. They're looking at first down here. Give right side to Henry. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. Didn't do it there.
Find space for a few yards that time.
Now do I have to QB concern?
It may not show up as much.
It's not the play I want to pick.
Short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Thank you.
It's intercepted.
Keep fucking around.
He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
Let's shoot clock, because I'm not trying to chase Lamar.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
Bails out of the pocket quick. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Screen pass? I think so. What's going on, guys?
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Here's Tua.
Nice blocks.
On the screen. He's got it in the red zone. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Out of this shotgun, a give to AJ.
To try to be patient.
First guy he met, no gain on that 1st down run.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
Decent gain here, but short of the first.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
3rd and 2, now Tagovailoa. And it out right.
Damn it.
It's incomplete.
Do I kick the field goal here?
There's a lot of studies done every offseason.
See how he comes out.
Red zone offenses. And typically, it's talks about creative quarterbacks, doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
Tagovailoa to throw on 4th down. The back grabs it.
That's huge.
Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins will add to their lead at the end of the half. Devon Achane with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins double their lead to 14. Sanders all set to send it away.
If I could just not let him score a touchdown, man.
Return starts from the goal line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Play fake, Jackson. Got a man
They
down.
can't cover the whole field.
They strike for 23 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. First down, here's Lamar.
It's a pick.
Andrews has it, working downfield. And he gets the 1st down.
It's a pick, dude. The game knows it. That's supposed to be a pick.
They're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Lamar off to play fake.
No!
Baltimore. The Ravens a 1-score game before halftime. Zay Flowers the touchdown.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go.
Come on, I need to return this.
It's a winner, winner, chicken dinner.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Starting from the 5. Jukes one defender. Ooh, he gets popped at the end of that one. What a
8 seconds. Let's try it.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. It's a big strike to Hill. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here comes the final play of our first half. One final shot before the half. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to
We
be
gotta
played.
stop
We'll be
him
back
here.
with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Sanders all set to send it away.
Oh, that's not a good kick.
Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. First call here coming from the shotgun. Sending the tight end in motion left. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. This is completed downfield to Likely. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. A gain of 27 yards there. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st down throw for Jackson. The left side.
Give me a break.
That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
That's a pick.
Right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time, start connecting on more of these, and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Escapes the pocket. Taking a big shot for the end zone.
Thank you.
No one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Play action. Here's Jackson. Oh, missed that one. And
Thank you.
Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And on 4th and 10, they aren't moving. They're going for this. He's back to throw. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Marshall.
That's
The
shit.
Dolphins are going to return this up beyond the 20 before being tackled. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his old line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Finds him on the crossing route. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time, QB did a terrific job of finding that out.
And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
Making that throw into double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. But give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch. A whole bunch of bodies around him.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway, but he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Ravens bring an extra DB out there. 3rd down coming up. Running with a chain out of the gun. He stopped just before he can move those chains. That brings up 4th and short. Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless 3rd quarter for us. It's Dolphins football. We'll see if they can close things out for a win. Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. Looking to throw. Waddle makes the catch. And they get this down to 44 before he stopped. That's a gain of 10. And staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the first instead.
Miami Dolphins. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's a chain up the middle. And that's surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. That's incomplete on 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9 now, 9 is what they need on 3rd down. Back to throw it. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
That's not
The
good.
defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
Kate, the game wasn't on the line with that series, but don't tell the defense because they brought the urgency and juice like it was. Getting the sack, setting up fourth down, well, it picks everybody up on that sideline. And now their offense gets a chance in a one-score game.
So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Fourth down, so the Dolphins are going to send out Ryan Stonehouse here to punt. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And he drives this one skyward, hoping to drop it near the goal line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Ravens down by 7. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. We look to throw it. This is Cox going right back to Andrews. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. Setting up to pass. Finding Flowers. He's got them quite the gain here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Here he is to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. Now here he goes.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Back to throw. It is Cup left side. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Clock is falling into its final minutes. Here comes 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Lamar. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions. We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. Let the cover guys go shut it down.
Desperation time here on 4th.
No!
On target to Flowers. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
From the red zone now. The throw is caught. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. Lamar throwing again. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the lock.
And they pull it off. A touchdown catch in the final moment.
He's gonna
And
go
now
for this.
overtime or a win right here are on the table. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Coach did not hesitate there. He held up those 2 fingers right away. They're going to try for this win. And he gets in for 2. No flags are down. They are a snap away from winning this ball game.
Dolphins 14.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. As this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Here he goes, one final shot. Trying to push it deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Ravens